are part of emotional responses, and we can detect some of these changes to measure emotional responses.
Measure them?
Yes. This device called a polygraph measures variations in breathing and heartbeat, and so indicates emotional responses. Larry, you didn't think you would react emotionally to words. Do you want to try it?
Sure. Isn't this something like a lie detector?
It's been called that, but actually it measures and records all kinds of emotional responses. This part is the pneumograph, or bellows, which measures your respiration or breathing. Now, if you roll up your sleeve, Larry, we'll put this armband on your arm, and this will record your pulse, or heartbeat. You've probably seen one of these in a doctor's office, haven't you, Larry?
Yes, sir.
Now, if Larry makes an emotional response to anything I mention, you'll notice a change on this record.
Oh, this won't hurt, Larry, will it?
No, indeed. Just relax, Larry. This won't hurt a bit.
Yes, this won't hurt a bit. You sound just like my dentist.
I'll turn it on. Notice how regular Larry's breathing is now, and his pulse as the pens gradually fill in the graph. Larry responds to the word fill. That's interesting. And Larry has a dentist on his mind. This is just a hunch, but perhaps if we probe deeply, there's another word, probe. Well, I think I can guess several words that will arouse an emotional response in Larry. Toothache. Yes, that's another. Drill.
I'm responding just to words. Why?
Well, perhaps you can give us the answer to that one, Larry.
Oh, I have been seeing the dentist lately. I had a bad tooth.
Aha! You're afraid of something, too. Words, aren't you?
I guess so. How did that happen?
Well, come on over here to the blackboard. Maybe if I draw a diagram of the process of conditioning, it will help you. S1, the first stimulus, stands for the dentist. He's a good fellow. Larry's normal reaction to him, R1, is curiosity and interest. But the dentist had to drill. That's stimulus 2. And in this case, that caused pain. Response number 2. The normal response to pain is a desire to get away, a type of fear response. Each time Larry went to the dentist, it was something like the mouse and the cheese. The dentist stimulus became associated with the response of pain and fear, until Larry is conditioned to react to even words about the dentist with a pain-fear response. This conditioning may wear off after a while, or it may not. Emotional disturbances may ruin your appetite, make you nervous, even upset your stomach.
Why, it's like running away from cheese. I can see where conditioning can be pretty unhealthy.
That's true, Jean, but don't forget that conditioning can also be very useful. It's a good idea to be conditioned to stop whenever you see a red traffic light.
Well, then we want to get rid of unhealthy conditioning?
I don't want to be a scaredy cat all my life.
That's right. You want to grow into a mature, balanced person. That's a matter of conditioning, too. Condition yourselves to make more mature responses. Now, let's review a bit. We have certain basic emotions which are controlled subconsciously. They are modified and changed by a process called conditioning. Now, by understanding conditioning and using it, we can more easily achieve emotional maturity. Let's remember what happened with the Jack-in-the-Box. Each of you made a different response, but all your responses we're a little immature. Mature persons respond in a more balanced manner. That is, their responses include a little of each of the basic emotions. Enough fear for protection, a little anger or rage at being made foolish, a spark of the love response. That is, interest, curiosity, pleasure. A balance, you see. And we all want to become more mature emotionally, don't we?
Oh, I sure do.
Before we go, Mr. Brent, may I keep this graft?
Yes, of course.
I'm beginning to see now how important it is to understand your emotions. Thank you, Mr. Brent.